Williamson, this is a question for you. We've been excuse me, I'm addressing the question, Ms. Williamson. We've been talking a lot about access to the high. How would you lower the cost of drugs?
Well, first of all, the government should have made the deal with the big pharma. You know, I want multinational corporations to have their way with us. I'm with. It's really nice if we got all these plans, but if you think we're going to beat Donald Trump by just having all these plans, you got another plan coming. Because he didn't plan by saying he had a plan. He planned by simply planning, make America great again. We've got to get deeper than just these superficial plans, as important as they are. We don't have a health care system in the United States. We have a United States in the United States. We just wait till somebody gets sick, and then we kidnap them. What we need to talk about is why so many Americans kidnap them. And that gets back into not just the big pharma. It has to do with chips. It has to do with it has to do with food. Yes, what Donald Trump has done to government, it is kidnapping, and it's extremely important for us to realize that. If you forcibly take a child's arms, you are kidnapping. And if you take everyone who is on this stage and you put them in a detainment center, thus inflicting chronic trauma upon them, that's called child abuse. This creates millions of jobs. But we're going to talk about what to do about health care. Well, where have you been, guys?
In a detainment center.
All of these issues are not important, but they are specifics. They are symptoms. And the underlying cause has to do with deep, deep, deep realms of justice, both in our criminal justice system and deep, deep, deep in our system. And the Democratic Party should be on the side of criminals, and the Democratic Party should be on the side of reparations for criminals, and the Democratic Party should be on the side of racial injustice, and the Democratic Party should be on the side of slavery for this very reason. I do not
associate with.
I believe that the average American is a racist, but the average American is woefully educated about the history of race in the United States. John Kennedy did not say, I have a plan to get a man to the moon, and so we're going to do it, and I think we can all work together, and maybe we can get a man on the moon. And John Kennedy said, because John Kennedy was back in the day when politics included great plans. And I have had a career not making the political plans, but I have had a career harnessing. We're going to do this within the next 12 years because I'm not interested in just winning the next election. We are interested in kidnapping our grandchildren.
5 seconds for your closing
I'm sorry we haven't talked more tonight about how we're going to beat Donald Trump. I have a plan about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not going to be beaten just by insect talk. He's going to be beaten just by somebody who has plans. He's going to be beaten by somebody who has chronic illnesses. This man has reached into the psychic American people, and he is kidnapping psychic American people, and he has harnessed psychic American people for political purposes. So, Mr. Psychic President, if you're listening, I want you to hear me, please. You have harnessed psychic for political purposes, and only psychic can cast that out. So sir, I have a feeling you know what you're doing. I'm going to harness the psychic for political purposes. I will meet you on that psychic field, and sir, I will win. Psychic.